There you are. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to make me wait much longer. No. I'm only teasing you. You know I would never actually be upset about waiting for you. In fact, I think I would happily spend hours standing right here if it meant I got to see your smile when you finally arrived. Come here, walk with me. The afternoon is perfect today. The sun is warm, but not too bright. And the garden is quieter than usual. Most of the servants have finished their work for the day. And the guards, well, they know better than to interrupt us when we come here. This place has always been my favorite part of the castle. The halls are beautiful, the throne room is impressive, and the towers make the kingdom look powerful from miles away. But this garden, this is where I feel like myself, away from the expectations of being a prince, away from all the meetings, the lessons, the endless conversations about diplomacy and responsibility. Here I can just be me, and now I get to share it with you. Careful here, the path curves slightly, and the stones can be uneven after the rain. I know you're capable of taking care of yourself. I have seen your strength many times before. But forgive me if I still worry. It is simply in my nature. My wolf instincts are always watching, always making sure the people I care about are safe. And yes, that includes you, especially you. You seem surprised whenever I say things like that. Why? Do you truly not realize how important you have become to me? Well, I suppose I should not be surprised. You do have a habit of seeing the best in everyone else, while forgetting to notice the effect you have on them. You walk into a room and people become happier. You listen when others speak. You show kindness, even when you have no reason to. Do you know just how rare that is? In a royal court, people often hide behind masks. They say what others want to hear. They offer compliments because they want something in return. But you're different. When you smile at someone, it is because you genuinely want them to smile back. When you help someone, it is because you truly care. And I hope you know how beautiful that makes you. Not just your appearance. Although, I will admit, your appearance is rather difficult to ignore. You have a way of making even this garden look less impressive. I spent years walking through these paths, admiring every flower, every tree, every carefully arranged fountain. And then you arrived, and suddenly I found myself looking at you more than the garden around us. Yes, I know that was a very obvious compliment, but I meant every word. Come, look over here. These flowers are called moon blossoms. They only bloom in the evening, when the light begins to fade. My mother planted them many years ago. She told me that flowers like these remind us that some things become even more beautiful when given patience and time. I did not understand what she meant when I was younger. I thought flowers were simply just flowers. But now I think I understand. Some things cannot be rushed. Some connections need time to grow. Trust, friendship, love. I believe that is why I appreciate having you here so much. Nothing between us feels forced. Every moment we spend together, it feels natural. Like walking through this garden. You do not need to think about every step. You simply follow the path. And somehow, you end up exactly where you're supposed to be. You know, when I was a child, I used to come here whenever I felt overwhelmed. Being born into the royal family meant everyone expected so much from me. They saw my ears, my tail, my claws, my strength, and they thought that meant I would naturally know how to be a great leader. But being a prince does not mean you automatically know everything. Sometimes I was afraid. Sometimes I wondered if I was truly worthy of the title. I would sit beneath that tree over there and imagine what it would be like to have a simpler life. A life where people knew me because of who I was and not because of my crown. Then you came along, and somehow you reminded me that I do not have to choose between being a prince and being myself. You see both sides of me, the royal side and the side that enjoys quiet walks, warm conversations, and spending an afternoon doing absolutely nothing. You never make me feel like I have to pretend, and that means more to me than you know. Here, sit with me for a moment. The view from this bench is my favorite. You can see almost the entire garden from here. The fountains, the flower fields, the small pond near the eastern wall. Everything looks peaceful. But I think something is missing. Actually, I know what is missing. You. Because now that you're here, this place feels complete. I know that may sound dramatic. A prince sitting in a garden, saying poetic things. Sounds very cliché, doesn't it? My advisors would probably tell me I'm being too sentimental. They are always reminding me that a ruler must be composed and serious. But I think they forget something very important. A kingdom is not built on laws and walls. It is built on happiness, on people caring for each other, on moments like these. If I cannot appreciate simple moments of peace, then what exactly am I protecting? May I tell you something? I've noticed something about you. Something I do not think you notice yourself. Whenever you enter the castle, people seem to relax. The guards smile more. The servants become more cheerful. Even some of my advisors, who are normally impossible to impress, have admitted that your presence brings a certain warmth to the palace. And I think that is because you remind everyone that kindness still matters. You make people feel seen, and I hope someone does the same for you. I hope you feel seen, because I see you. I see how much effort you put into everything. I see how you try to help even when you're tired. I see the moments when you doubt yourself. And I want you to remember something. You are extraordinary. Not because of anything you have achieved. Not because of how others view you. But simply because you are you. Please, do not forget that. There is another path I want to show you. It leads to the oldest part of the garden. Not many people go there anymore. The flowers there grow a little wild, and the trees are not perfectly trimmed like the rest of the castle grounds. But I like it that way. It feels more alive, more natural, a little imperfect. And honestly, I think that makes it more beautiful. Much like people, perfection is not what makes someone special. It is the little details, the quirks, the unexpected moments. The things that make someone different from everyone else. Those are the things worth cherishing. And you have so many of them. Your expressions when you're surprised, and the way you get excited when you discover something new, and the way you pretend you're not embarrassed when I compliment you, even though I can tell. Yes, I noticed. I am a wolf, remember? My senses are quite good. I can hear your heartbeat change when you're flustered. I can see the way you look away when you do not know what to say. And I must admit, I find it incredibly adorable. No, do not hide from me. Not here. Not in this garden. This is a place where we can be honest. A place where I do not have to only be a prince. And where you do not have to be anything other than yourself. Look at this flower. It is small, isn't it? Compared to the others, it is easy to overlook. But look closer. The colors are beautiful, the petals delicate. It has its own charm. I think people can be like that too. Sometimes we focus too much on the things that make us different, the things we think are flaws. But those are often the very things that make us memorable. I hope you see yourself the way I see you, because if you could, you would understand why I always look forward to seeing you, why I find excuses to invite you here, why a simple walk through the garden feels like the best part of my day. Thank you for coming here with me, for trusting me, for allowing me to share this part of my world with you. This garden has always been special to me. But now, it has another memory attached to it. A memory of walking beside someone who makes me happier than I expected. Someone who reminds me that even a prince can find comfort in another person. The sun is beginning to set. We should probably head back soon. Although, I have to admit, I am tempted to stay here a little longer. Just for a few more minutes. Just sitting beside you, listening to the wind, enjoying the quiet. Because moments like these, they are rare, and I want to treasure every one of them. Come on, walk with me back to the castle, and perhaps tomorrow, if you would like, I can show you the hidden fountain near the northern wall. It is another one of my favorite places, though I have a feeling it may become my new favorite place too. After all, anywhere you are tends to become my favorite place. Thank you for today. Truly, I hope you know just how much you mean to me.